We progressing, we moving our minds. I'm a 50-year-old man now. I'm not a 20-something-year-old young kid, and I lead by example. And a lot of kids follow me. So if we can show growth and progression, that we can move forward.
The industry's been buzzing that the time of old rap moguls is over and fresh blood is taking over. In case you missed, Snoop Dogg has built himself quite an empire in the recent years, and now he's solidifying his position in the industry by getting rid of his main competitor. Sean Diddy Combs may have let slip some juicy info about Diddy's shady dealings, and guess who's got his back? Snoop hasn't been shy about exposing Hollywood's dirty laundry, shedding light on the murkier side of rappers that usually stay hidden. Recently, the news of him working with the feds to prove Diddy's sick crimes got leaked.
Let's go.
So doing my little work over there, and
While the world has been paying attention to sick games that Diddy and his friends were playing, Snoop was working hard behind the scenes, building many business that could help him to crown himself as a proud king of hip-hop. And what's the best way to start than to purify the community, as Diddy's reputation seems to be taking a hit with all the lawsuits piling up and allegations coming? Meanwhile, Snoop is living his best life, and finally, he's not afraid to speak his mind on what's happening in the industry. The newly emerged mogul has echoed Cat Williams' warnings about certain bigwigs in the industry, suggesting their extravagant parties might have hidden agendas to mistreat young artists. And apparently, Snoop even has enough evidence to back these claims.
not what he do for you, but what you can do for yourself when you up under his guidance.
The whispers of misconduct are getting louder with each new exposure, and they are becoming impossible to ignore. In his recent interview, Snoop expressed his concern about the future of hip-hop with all the criminals still lurking. I know I'm going off script now, but F it. This is business, this is a room full of business people, and someone may hear this and be able to do something about this so that the next artists don't have to struggle or cry or figure out how to get to his money. Many celebs have come forward to spill the tea on Diddy and Hollywood, so it's not surprising new allegations are surfacing. Many have been silenced and accepted hefty compensation for withdrawing their lawsuits. But it looks like the truth is already here, and it's hard to ignore all the 3 decades of horrible damage he had done to people in secret.
No, we didn't know what to do at that point because, Puffy is a very powerful person, and we were quite terrified.
But if you think that Snoop and Diddy were actually on good terms, it looks like Snoop was just playing his part in order to get to the juiciest secrets of the elites. 2 years ago, Snoop solidified his position in hip-hop after he acquired his former label. And guess who was the first to call him and congratulate with this achievement? Diddy had a FaceTime call with Snoop where the hip-hop mogul congratulates Snoop on the big win, saying, "Congratulations, King, great move, great move." They even teased a possible collab together, but it looks like things took a sour turn for Diddy a few months after. Apparently, seeing his downfall and involvement in all kinds of shady activities, a lot of people distanced themselves from this man. But little did Diddy know that there were snakes like Snoop willing to help the authorities to bring him down.
You know what I get a piece of?
What?
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
A peace of mind that...
Well, Snoop has always been the one to adapt the best for every kind of change in the world. Being in the industry since the times of Pac and Biggie, he has delved into various industries such as film, television, technology, and even philanthropy. He explained his success by the ability to adapt to the changes. In his own words, if anything is constant, it's that the music industry will always be changing. And it seems like good old exposure of some of the shady figures is exactly what the music world has been needed for years. Now, as Snoop believes, it's time to get rid of false idols to give way to the new generation of rappers.
That's what it's always about. But it ain't about hate, it's about...
Diddy has been hitting headlines for all the wrong reasons in the past few months. And every week, it's something new and shocking getting leaked. From his treatment of Kessie to Usher's participation in Puffy's flavor camp as a teen, it almost feels like someone on the inside has been feeding the feds with the info and evidence of Diddy's crimes. Many folks are happy to see the end of Diddy, no matter where the intel is coming from. As one person commented, "I'm so glad he Diddy Puff Daddy is going to jail cuz he's been playing all of his artists dirty. Think of that. His stink don't smell, kudos. It's about time." And another user added, "I think the whole hip-hip industry is going to go down. They all going to start telling each other secrets." Diddy's close circle seems to have traitors, and many signs point at Snoop. Remember how he said in his conversation with Diddy that he is actually playing chess while the rest is playing checkers? Looks like he was talking about the music mogul as well.
Great move, great move, great move. You taught me how to play chess, not checkers.
Snoop didn't have a single intention to make a collab with Diddy because he already knew what was happening behind the scenes. It all became public thanks to the lawsuit filed by Lil Rod, who said that making an album with Sean Combs was a pure nightmare. Lil Rod encountered various situations where he felt uncomfortable. A part of that lawsuit claims that he was the victim of constant unsolicited and unauthorized groping and touching of his private parts by Mr. Combs and was uncomfortable with Mr. Combs' advances. These fresh allegations about Diddy being into deal activities is nothing new. His ex-bodyguard Gene Deal has shed light on intriguing rumors about Diddy's exploration of intimate connections with other men.
I think he's brother love. He love other men.
Now, Snoop Dogg has been backing these claims, but unlike the victims who sued Diddy, he's doing more work behind the scenes, allegedly working with the feds. Being in the spotlight for more than 3 decades, Snoop witnessed a lot of weird stuff during never-ending gatherings. There's been a lot of revelations about these parties by many other celebs, including Jamie Foxx, and the wild stories about how male artists were lured into the infamous producer's mansion to perform special favors for the music mogul in exchange for fame and a couple of albums. Rapper Fabulous once shared a wild story of how he managed to escape before things went crazy for him. And it's not the first time when we hear about Diddy's true nature waking up. Remember how he was trying to make Fabulous having a real party with him?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party, you know what I'm saying?
While it may be hard for these rappers to face their biggest fear and come against Diddy, there are folks who can speak freely. Gene Deal is the one who's no longer obliged to keep any secrets for the hip-hop producer, and he shared many stories of Diddy's DL activities. According to Gene Deal, Diddy's favorite activity is to lock himself in a room with another man, the full bar, and a bag of toys, and he once had been guarding the door behind which his then-boss was partying hard with another man. But if you think that it was only one-time thing, it looks like Diddy became less and less cautious with years, and more celebs walked on him being with men. And apparently, Snoop Dogg was one of these people. As he said, he was standing right behind the door where Diddy was playing with another victim of his lust.
Hold on, we coming. Put the dope up there at the door.
For what we know from the headlines, Diddy has had a number of relationships with famous stars including Jennifer Lopez, Kim Porter, Young Miami, and Cassie, but the truth is that all these kids and girlfriends are nothing more than just a cover, and several celebs saw Puffy's real intimate preferences with their own eyes. And here's even more to share. It looks like he was bragging about his forced intimacy to other people. Lil Rod, for example, shared that Diddy showed him some of the freaky videos, and apparently Snoop Dogg has seen them too.
Not what he do for you, but what you can do for yourself when you up under his guidance.
This leaves a lot of questions about what can possibly be going on behind the doors of Diddy's bedroom. But as Snoop Dogg says, it's better not to imagine because these so-called freak-offs are full of illegal activity, including disturbing images of Puffy being with another man. His intimate escapade with Meek Mill has already been leaked, and those who heard it are still recovering. However, as disturbing as it is, many folks are saying it's necessary that Diddy and his crimes are exposed even so many years after. As one person commented, Snoop kept quiet so he'd stay safe and be the top West Coast rapper. And another user added, Snoop, we love you, be careful because if Puffy Order 1 hit for someone to be killed, he might do it again, so be safe. Well, Snoop is now in the position where he fears no one, and apparently, to strengthen his place in the industry, he wants to be a part of a new hip-hop world without freaks like Diddy and his friends. But, folks, what do you think about all this? Is Snoop secretly working with the authorities, spilling Diddy's secrets? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to check other videos I have